Okay, let's unpack this. We're diving deep into a really impactful event that's shaking American politics right now. The fatal shooting of the prominent conservative activist Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, it happened on September 10th, 2025. He was at a speaking event, Utah Valley University, and tragically, he was assassinated.
So our mission for this deep dive is to really distill the crucial details. His life, his political influence, which was significant, and then the incident itself, the circumstances, and of course the ongoing investigation.
Right. We need to look at what we actually know, what's being investigated still,
Yeah.
and maybe what it all means for, you and public discourse generally.
Exactly.
And what's really striking about Kirk, I think, is just how fast his influence grew. He was born in Illinois, 1993, co-founded Turning Point USA when he was just, 18?
18, yeah. That's incredibly young to start something that became so influential.
Totally. And his genius really was tapping into that demographic that traditional conservative movements may be overlooked. Young people, high schoolers, college campuses. He turned campus debates into this, powerful grassroots thing.
And he had major backers, right? Prominent donors got involved.
Oh, yeah. Big money came in. This wasn't some small campus club for long. It became a major force. And people knew him for his style, charismatic, often pretty confrontational. Plus his books, his show, The Charlie Kirk Show.
That reach is such a crucial point. And his ideology, it was really rooted in, free market capitalism, limited government, individual liberty. But he was also a really vocal critic of what he termed cultural Marxism.
A controversial term, definitely.
Yep.
He used it to describe what he saw as left-wing influence on institutions.
And increasingly, he embraced Christian nationalism, too, advocating for, well, a Christian-dominated national identity.
Right, and his strong rhetoric on issues like race, gender, immigration, it often sparked huge debate. Very polarizing figure.
So, given that context, this powerful, often provocative ideology, what about the actual incident? What makes it so chilling?
Well, connecting it all, his assassination is being looked at as a highly targeted political act. It seems that way. He was on his American comeback tour at UVU, specifically at his signature Prove Me Wrong table during a Q&A session.
So right out in the open, engaging with people.
Exactly. And then a single bullet, reports say from a rooftop nearby, ended his life.
And still no suspect apprehended?
Not as of now, no. And that absence of answers, it's quickly filling with speculation, especially given how politicized his work was.
That's where the investigation gets really insightful, I think. Law enforcement, FBI's involved. They're piecing together some compelling forensic clues.
Like what?
Well, for instance, investigators found this really clear body impression in the gravel right at the shooter's position.
Wow, like where they were lying.
Exactly. It's like a silent blueprint of just how meticulous they were. Suggests they spent hours there, observing, preparing for that one shot.
That points strongly towards highly premeditated political violence, doesn't it? And maybe potential DNA evidence there, too.
Could be.
And there's another crucial forensic detail. They found a gun, likely the one used. But the shell casing didn't eject. It stayed in the chamber.
Okay, what does that tell investigators?
Well, right away, it means they're looking for a very specific kind of weapon, maybe a bolt-action rifle, or perhaps a shooter who took unusual steps, almost ritualistic maybe, to control the scene. It gives an early read on just how methodical they were.
And newer photos, they show a person of interest with a backpack.
Yeah, which suggests the rifle might have been disassembled, carried indiscreetly, and then assembled right there on the rooftop. Again, planning.
Beyond the physical stuff, they're also scouring digital footprints, right? The web, dark web. Looking for any posts where this person might have hinted at their plans.
Standard procedure in cases like this, yeah. Trying to find motive, connections.
One detail that really caught my eye, though, was an emblem on the suspect's shirt in some photos.
Oh, what was it?
Apparently it's from a Wounded Veterans Foundation, which, could say a lot about their background, or maybe even hint at a motive. It's still early, of course.
That's a significant lead if it pans out. It raises that question, too. Were words or phrases inscribed on the rifle or the ammunition? We've seen that in other ideological attacks.
Right. If that turns out to be true, it would strongly suggest an ideological shooting, wouldn't it?
Absolutely. And it fits a profile we're unfortunately seeing more of. Politically motivated attacks. Often younger people, maybe 20s, 30s, often experienced with weapons, maybe loners, meticulously planning for an ideological reason.
And the skill for that shot definitely suggests it wasn't their first time handling a rifle like that.
No way. Someone out there likely knows this person's background, their skills. The challenge now is finding them.
It also highlights the huge challenge of public safety. John Pistoli, former university president, he pointed out how difficult securing outdoor political events is.
Especially on college campuses.
Yeah.
Unless you have, like, presidential-level Secret Service protection, it's incredibly tough.
Kirk had his own security detail, didn't he?
He did, close protection. But even with, say, 6 university police officers present, you can't cover thousands of people in every possible vantage point like rooftops. It's just not feasible.
So, wrapping this up, what does it all mean? We've looked at Charlie Kirk's life, his political impact, the really tragic details of his assassination, and these intriguing forensic clues the investigators are uncovering: that body impression, the shell casing detail, the potential meaning of that shirt emblem.
And we've touched on the broader implications, too. Public safety at these events, the rise in ideologically motivated attacks.
Which brings us to a really important question for you, the listener, to consider. In this increasingly polarized society we're in, how do we protect that vital exchange of ideas in public, while at the same time grappling with these complex security challenges against targeted violence?
Yeah, it's a tough balance. And what role does this specific incident, Kirk's assassination, play in shaping the future of public engagement and political discourse in the nation?
Something to definitely think about.